This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the ball first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Inside the 30. Snags it, and there's running room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Keyshawn Henderson. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Complete. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, Yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Looking deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano.
Got a little grass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. With the catch, it's Bear. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Give to the single back.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. The stiff arm gets him loose. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The keeper on the option. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Here's a little room there. Lowers those pads. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right here. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
He's got it on the right. Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Snags it and he's open.
And a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job, getting a little touch back.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Maybe a crease. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
The give to the single back. Turning it on. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Under fire. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
But he's got room. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Henderson. This time he's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout, Oklahoma, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They will score! Touchdown Sooners!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Can't get him to the ground. Spins away from the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give from the gun. And they'll knock him down.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it. It's Davidson. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's third and goal from the 2. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead here in the second half.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Snagged in the middle, it's Morrow. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Sellers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Finds his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Complete to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Unloads quickly.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. To the air. It's Henderson. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the inside give. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the air on second down. Fakes to grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And they go back on top.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Makes the grab and room to run. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? A run inside. It's Davidson. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And how about this? All tied up in the waning moments, guys.
Well, he didn't hit it as well as he would have liked, but he had some good fortune. After hitting the upright, it goes in, and his team is now tied it late.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Gamecocks! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's out of bounds. Clock stops on 1st down. 28 seconds left. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ball game. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Last chance coming up. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.